Okay, let's move on towards the second half. We go down. We're going to be able to see Yukakina coming out from AWG. The permabans are currently Acrobat, and so the permabans will be Acrobat and Lawyer from the FAV Survivor side. We're going to ban see Anti-Current first two, and then follow up by Prospector and Priestess. Survivor side is going to be an Opera ban. Seems like we want to go for Eating here again. It's going to be Entomologist. So Entomologist, followed up by Mercenary, Psychologist, and the Aeroplanist. This probably is pretty good, pretty good here to counter against the Ivy. Honestly though, like I know from JP Survivor side, like JP and CN Survivor Hunter, they all know how to counter against Opera Singer, but it seems like Yukakina hasn't really been practicing Ivy at all. We thought that Ivy would be first ban, but it seems like FAV Survivor side does know that Yukakina hasn't really been practicing that Ivy at all. It's a bit unfortunate here, but we're going to be able to see that the next best option here is either going to be Bing or NightWatch. But it seems like we opted out for NightWatch simply because of the fact that we want to go after Entomologist here as well. Oh well, what can we do in this situation? By technicality, nothing. By technicality, nothing. But with the Survivor's point of view here, we are kind of triple stacking with all the hits. You have a triple hit Merc, triple hit Psychologist, and then Psycho, who can use the Beast to force out hits as well. Yukakina here is going to be spawning by the big rock. The big rock near that single palace, just so we can lock the Cypher machine near where the Mercenary is. But for Mercy, doesn't really matter for him because he's going to be rotating out in order to allow the Psycho to rotate towards Shaq. Okay then, this is going to be our area selection mode. We're going to be able to see Felix here at Big Boat here as well. Meanwhile, Appa is going to be spawned by the big windmills. Yukakina here by the big rock palace near the exit gate, but just gonna have to see how it goes. A little bit unfortunate here, was kind of half expecting an Ivy, but if Shadow's not gonna come out, I guess it's fine as well. I don't need to commentate a 10-minute game, lol. But of course, we're going to be moving on immediately here. I'm surprised how area selection mode is this long. Really surprised how area selection mode is this long. But like with all things in mind here, persona wise, we're going to be able to see a double tie turning here on both the Aeroplanist and the Mercenary. Meanwhile, double window speed boost on the Entomologist and of course the Psychologist. For Yukakina here, we're going to be able to see Warp Insolence Tension. Okay, Warp Insolence Tension, that's very fun and interesting to see. Let's see if, well, this actually works pretty well. This honestly speaking works pretty well if you bring Insolence on the NightWatch. I kind of want to play more Hunter now because of Warp recently too, but let's just see. Okay then, let's move on towards the game. It's going to be Yukakina here. Immediate Tempest used for that single stack of speed boost for early game. But since we do also have Insolence as well, that might just end up turning into a stash as well. For Aeroplanist, who's currently upstairs here, we still don't see anyone nearby. We do see Impulsive here though on towards the NightWatch's side. So at least what we know is Impulsive has been stacked. Yukakina not being able to find anyone here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but Aeroplanist was always in Big Boat, and now it seems like we're gonna have to change it up by just a little bit. We're gonna be looking for where Entomologist is. Entomologist currently on the bees, maybe putting the bees towards middle. We're changing targets here as well, but the only one decoding is Dacho, who is the Mercenary. Only Mercy can decode here because Mercy has to finish off his Cypher machine. Everyone else here, even if they get teleported on, warped on, it's still 60-second containment for them. So that's, well, they can all kite 60 seconds, so oh well. Okay, then in this case scenario, we did get the warp out. That's going to be immediate teleportation over. We're going to get the speed boost on first. We're going to follow by with a normal hit, and most likely going to Typhoon it back, but a Typhoon back here might just not be enough. Probably slow vaulting in might be one of the better case scenarios here, but seems like we're going to be able to see the Entomologist in with the support as well. That's double hit on towards the Entomologist beast. Slow vaulting here for our poor Yukakina, but once again, small boat is a little bit too strong here. Even if you do have warp, it's a triple hit Psycho, so that might just be a bit of the issue here for us as well. Okay, now we're going to be able to get the Palace Speed Boost out there as well. Back towards small boat we go. We've only one dash here on Yukakina's side. We do have a slow debuff though. Slow debuff. Tempest is going to be applied here. But Nerisu is not going to be able to make it towards the window there, thankfully. Oh, if that made it towards the window, then that would have been really bad for Yukakina. That's going to be 2 hits registered on towards NightWatch right here. 2 minutes in towards the game. 2.5 Cypher Machine just about to be done. But Nerisu here still running up strong. We don't have... Oh, we did get the pullback there. That's going to be a speed boost apply. No window speed boost here on the Psychologist. You do see the Mercenary is also nearby as well. There's no point in him body blocking. And there goes down the Psychologist. Okay then. It's around 3 Cypher Machine decoding progress done here from the Survivor side. It's 2 minutes and 25 seconds in towards again, and accelerated decoding will start in 1 minute. And as long as we don't get a double down situation on towards the Mercenaries side, everything should end up as a 4-man endgame. Also on Appa's point of view here as well, that 71% Cypher Machine will have to be decoded sooner or later. Oh, I wonder where the 71% Cypher Machine is. I don't think that's Psychos, because the Psycho is a 26% one near double 11 at Small Boat. For Dacha right here, we didn't get the hit, a little bit unfortunate, so no elbow pad in. That's going to be the pullback there as well. That's bad. Terror Shock, beautiful after half. That's a big mistake there made. And that's going to be Nerisu going down there as well. Right now, I don't think this is gonna be. Well, it's still a tie game. It's still a tie game. Like, this can still be a tie game, because Aeroplanus has tie turner. If Aeroplanus here did not have tie turner, it'll be a little bit different because they can just farm. But in this case now, if we see 2 Cypher Machines shaking right here, then we can just immediately go out with Warp and just forget about Nerisu being nearby, because Mercenary can't do much in this situation. They have more than enough Cypher Machines still here for the type of 4-man endgame. Doesn't seem like it'll be possible here anymore. Wait a second, it's an after half rescue too. I just remembered. Oopsie daisies. My bad. Appa here currently on the road. We're going to be able to get the slow debuff here applied, but even if you get on piece, it doesn't matter because it will still hit anyways. You get fully countered by a NightWatch. Who do you think you are? I am NightWatch. The king maybe 2 seasons ago, but we've only 2 queens now for Ivy for the tourneys. Okay then, we do have speed boost, and that's gonna be no hit over the pallet, which is fine. So debuff here has to be applied. You can't. Okay, yeah, you cannot use Typhoon here. Typhoon is a bit too bad to be used. 1 full Cypher Machine remaining. It seems like that's gonna be the Cypher Machine at Shock. But with that tie turner here from Aeroplane, this still should be a tie game. Look, right, if we could have rescued before half, it definitely would have been a 4-man endgame. But for Yukakina there, we really clutched up pretty hard, especially with the what again? With the terrorist shock and after half rescue. For Dacha right here, Dacha has to be a little bit careful. We're gonna be able to pop open the Cypher Machine immediately, but the other 2 survivors are already at the next exit gate. We could get the hit down, but it's a double elbow pad. Mercenary next elbow pad. No, never mind. Oh yeah. Mercenary elbow pad is ready. We do have a dungeon nearby, so but like for Mercenary, getting in dungeon might be a little bit of a, like, it's, I don't think it's possible personally speaking. Wait a second, it is possible. 90%, 98. Wait, get out. Five, get out. 3, 2, 1. Mercenary is gonna be able to jump the dungeon here, and let's congratulate the 3-man escape still. Moving on. Okay, let's move on to our second half then. It's gonna be Shiking coming out here once again. We decided to ban Shiking's I don't know why, but we decided to ban Opera here once again. It seems like we're going to be trying to counter Ivy here once again. Permabands is going to be widely and Puppeteer, but we're going to be able to follow up by a Mercenary, Antiquarian, Psychologist, and a Aeroplanus here. Opera, Seer, not Opera. Ivy's going to be chosen out here immediately. Survivors Team Con is going to be Prospector, Forward, Seer, and Female Dancer. Female Dancer, honestly speaking, isn't such a bad counter to Opera Singer, but also at the same time, we decided to opt out for a Seer here once again. I feel like since Cheerleader hasn't been banned, maybe Cheerleader would have been a better option here, but I guess Cheerleader doesn't really have any cheer support, so, oh well, what can we do? Shiking here once again. We do have to see how this goes. We really do have to see how this goes. It's going to be Female Dancer in Shock Dynamical by the big windmill, and of course eyes towards the entrance of Small Boat. Shiking is going to be spawning in between the Forward and the Seer, in which the Seer is actually spawned at Big Boat. Most likely we're going to be looking for the Big Boat here, meanwhile pulling our main body towards the Forward or even the Prospector. We kind of want to catch someone off guard here, but the Forward being chosen out here, we have seen what happened yesterday in Red Church with that Forward. Even if you do manage to get the stun, it's going to be one nostalgic 8-second, and then you just basically leech towards the survivor in which who you want to go to. We're going to be able to get the bow here from both the coach's side, and then let's see the Persona side. Persona is going to be Titan on the Forward, and double window speed boost on the female dancer and the seer. Meanwhile, Prospector did bring out that flywheel as well. She thinks going to be still going to standard insolence detention followed by blink. This is going to be game 2, second half of FAV versus AWG. Last game FAV got a 3-mana escape. For this game, FAV's Hunter only needs a tie game, but survivors here from AWG needs a 3-mana escape in order to tie. It's going to be a little bit harder to tie, but we're going to be moving on straight towards the game. Cheeking here, we're going to be moving our main body a little bit closely towards, seems like we're going to be moving our main body towards female dancer here. We want Prospector first chase his scenes, but Prospector did bring flywheel here, so let's just see how it goes on this side note. We are also still walking once again. There is no one near the big rock near the big bow exit gate. Seer is still currently decoding, and Seer here will be screamed at, in which you know what, standing by the stairs is actually really smart here as well, because it's only 13. It's only 13 stacks. So even if you get the double scream here, it does not really matter. That's gonna be 17 here from Seer. Seer has a lot of room to play here, but even if you get the vault down, you could potentially use your red light indicator on the top left hand side of your mini map. But let's see here. Forward did get the lead, so we're going to be stopping forward from decoding from quite a bit. That's going to be a 15-second nullify here, but we did look at opera singer here, which is a little bit unfortunate. But Seer is a tiny bit too close for comfort in this case scenario. Prospector has to come harass now. Prospector, Ave Maria. I still feel like Prospector should have harassed right there, because even if Prospector looked, at least Prospector could contain with 2 magnets. Unlike Seer, who basically has no IL remaining. You could just leave Seer out for, you know, max insolence chase, max presence chase. We're going to be able to leech, and we're not going to leech on towards forward here just yet. We're going to be able to get it out. We're looking for blink down here immediately. Around 1.5 Cypher Machine done, almost 2. Most likely not enough in this case scenario 2. Forward cannot. Or you cannot harass against Ivy. I think we all know that you can't harass an Ivy. Unless we ban Ivy way too much in rank from pro player side as well. But, seems like for Aya's right now, we're going to be able to get a Scream here, 24 stacks of fear on towards the forward. That's going to be an 80% second Cypher Machine on towards Prospector. We did put a little bit of a ball right there. We most likely want to get a body block, but it seems like the Scream there did work out there pretty well. The only issue there was forward was looking at Ivy. If forward wasn't looking at Ivy, it might be a little bit different. We could have definitely get the no damage. Well, we still got no damage rescue, but I mean, oh well, what can we do? Okay, Seer's gonna run towards a corner. Seer needs to go towards the deadest corners of it all, and that's that area, yeah. That's 100% that area. What am I seeing here? We're seeing Prospector with 81 fear stacks. A bit unfortunate, but I feel like Prospector might actually be feared here. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. That's going to be pushed back. Okay, we pulled in for some odd reason. That's weirder than flywheel, but it's not enough. It's not enough. That's gonna be okay. Okay, nothing we can do there then. Nothing we can do there. Before has to come in here once again. He gets fast to have a ball remaining. With half a ball remaining, we're going to be able to get the teleportation out right here. And it's a full stack fear. Corruption of transfer and Seer barely clutch. Well, he didn't barely clutch it, but you know what I mean. We're going to go back towards Seer here. Meanwhile, Nameko is still on the ground. We have around 3.5 Cypher Machine done. Forward here. A little bit of a scary situation. 19 seconds free containment for the Seer, but we're going to get a leech on here anyways, just because this is a dead area to be in, so shouldn't be too much to be worried about from the survivor side. We did get a little bit of a fear scenario right there, and now then Ford is trying to harass once again, but you cannot harass against an Ivy. Preferably speaking, in this case, our Nameko should go, like genuinely go. Nameko is the one in danger. Nameko is definitely the one in danger right here. We're still missing 3 Cypher Machines. Well, 1.5 Cypher Machine, but you cannot just let Female Dancer do all the Cypher Machines for you. That is our issue. Okay then, Nameko right here, we're going to be able to get the leech. We're going to be able to get that 60, 60, 70, 70, 100 stack immediately. There goes down Nameko. No self-heal here from the Prospector side. We will chair here and then change targets. We'll chair here and then change targets, right? Because what we could use Nameko as is just to force the survivors to come into rescue, and they won't have enough Cypher Machine decoding progress. Now we're going to be able to get the pullback there for ETN form, but even with ETN form, we're going to be able to get another 40 Scream. That's a beautiful 60. That's a beautiful 60. A beautiful, beautiful 60 here. We're just waiting. We got no damage rescue, thank God. We got the body block, but can we pull the ball forward? Forward. Decide not to do so because Ivy still has her screams. Well, I don't think she has her screams anymore, does she? Push? Question mark? Okay, never mind. It doesn't work like that. We wanted to stun there, but it wasn't enough. It seems like for Prospector here, he wants to stun during the time that Ivy screams, but I don't think it works like that. Ivy kind of counters all harassers in a sense, except for Antiquarian. I'm more surprised we didn't pick up Antiquarian. I'm honestly more surprised we didn't decide to pick out Antiquarian. Oh, that's going to be a hit, but it didn't register anything. Just the F slow music box here from the Survivor side. Shiking here still does have a chance. We're going to be able to get that normal hit, but Eyes... the only issue with Eyes here is he's a half health. We're going to be leeching on towards forward. Like, you cannot decode that cipher machine no matter what. Okay. Okay, you cannot decode that cipher machine no matter what. That's the only issue in this game. You need to open a new cipher mission, but with 2 survivors at half health. Maybe, look, right, I'll be honest with everyone. Barmaid, Psycho. Those 2 are the ones you should be playing against an Ivy. You could even get Doctor out after Doctor's buff. Doctor is a great counter for Ivy, but they won't pick Doctor out in case Opera or Bane gets picked. So that's fair enough. Do we see the thing right now? Okay, let me tell you. Opera Singer gets countered by Lucky Guy, and Gardener, and Lawyer. Ivy gets countered by Barmaid, Psycho, and Doctor. You see why? Doctor can heal so fast and so much. Barmaid can also heal, same as Psychologist. But I'm just, well, I mean, Female Dancer does a good job as well with the containment, but I just don't see the point of, you know, playing Prospector in this team comp. Prospector, Seer, like, okay, if Seer wasn't first chase, then it would make sense for Seer to come out, but Seer will be first chase. That's going to be a brilliant pushback there done by Nemiko, very nicely done. Finally, the pushback there worked, but we're still going to be able to get around a 91 stack. That's going to be a push out, pat it down, and stun. Okay, wow. Okay, another pushback. Good job. We're going to go to our Taidu right now. Yeah. We have Blink, by the way. We do have Blink. She can just Blink here. Well, not really, but oh well. Okay then. Gonna be able to get that thing off Kaidu, and then for Kaidu's point of view right now as well, we can go for a Namiko. We can share a Female Dancer and then go look for Namiko. Realistically speaking, probably the best case scenario right here. We're going to be able to get teleportation out there immediately and then the screen back in. That's going to be Namiko down on the ground. With Namiko down on the ground right there, Shiking another 4-man elimination on Ivy. I feel like for Survivor's point of view, we didn't choose the right team comp to counter Ivy. We really didn't. Like, you have Anti-Korean who can counter Ivy. You have you have Anti who can counter Ivy, like how you counter a Wax Artist in a sense, right? You have Female Dancer, which you did choose out, but she won't be chased. And then you have Psycho, you have Barmaid. It's just, like, I won't say Doctor, because Doctor is a little bit risky, so fair enough. But then, like, aside from that, I feel like, you know, Prospector wasn't the best case scenario here, as we've seen here as well. Prospector couldn't really do much against an Ivy. And, like, even with the forward there as well, forward is more surprising for me. Like, you don't run forward. Oh, that's going to be a cancel speed boost there. But, yeah. Going to be blinking there immediately, and then let's congratulate the 4-man elimination here from the Hunter side. Let's move on directly to second half. We most likely won't be able to get a dungeon. So, yeah, there we go. Moving on. Game 3, sorry.